Hello and welcome to the CAW Wiki Let's Play, which I have discovered I cannot do without gin or wine or something, and this is Kurt Loftsprocket. My name is Kiwi Tea. This is like my 30th attempt at narration, so hopefully it goes well. The original narration that I cut was not too good, it just had a lot of pops and it was messy. I'm still working on the video editing and the audio. So this is Morikipo Island, which is the first of many worlds that I'll hopefully visit in this series. It's by Fox, and the download is below. So it's a beautiful tropical island, and as you can see, I've got a lovely sunrise. It's really just a fantastic town, very detailed. We'd established in the last episode that it's got some routing issues. Those have continued, and they've really affected the performance of my playthrough so far. I'm to the point where I'm sort of looking forward to moving on. But it's a great world, and Fox will be addressing these issues, if any of them are her issues. Some of them are just EA issues. So yeah, hopefully we'll see that soon. And so Kurt, he needs a toilet basically. His moodlet's right down. It's the next morning from the last playthrough, and he's got to go to the toilet. He's got to wash his hands. I always find the washing hands, brushing teeth moodlet's really pathetic. They're so, minor. There's really not an incentive to be a clean person in The Sims. I would like to see them add disease or something in an expansion pack, so that if you don't wash your hands after you use the bathroom, you might get sick, I think that would be a nice mechanic. And he's got a cat named Zorro that I had a lot of fun making. Who's down there. I haven't done very much with Zorro in this episode. It's tricky to both show off a world and have a story. So there's a sort of frustrating lack of story so far in this series, but hopefully that will slowly repair itself. Right, so Kurt needs to ablute, and I've got some gear to feed the cat, and can't think of interesting things to say. But we're going to be patient. Alright, I want the cat to be able to hunt. See, because I'm not going to be in one place at one time, I foresee it being more difficult to gain funds, which isn't usually the case. Usually the game just pours money into your lap after the first week. Alright, sorry about this. I had the settings up for taking screenshots of one of my work in progresses, and so now I've got to turn everything down. I forget to turn the draw distance down, so that's still a bit of an issue throughout this, but that's fine. Sip my gin. Okay. Right, so where are we? The hand washing. Wow, I should have cut this out. But you're seeing what happens when you sim. I like his mix of traits. There's dramatic, there's virtuoso. I'm looking forward to having him sort of fake passing out around the place with the dramatic trait, which I discovered recently and I think is cute. So you get a good look at some of the world here, lovely waves that she set up. Fox is a great creator, and she works really hard to get her worlds working well. She spends a lot of time on them, so I really do recommend them, and they're all at the link below. I think I'll be checking out one of Awesome's worlds next time, or Super 6010 as she is on Twitter. Sarah, I think her name is, a fellow New Zealander who's a great creator, and so I'd never really been to one of the festivals before, so I wanted to check it out when I heard that it was on, and it wasn't that much fun, to be honest. The lot is lovely, but the main problem is that all the stuff I did, the game was just so unresponsive, and he was just sort of standing around doing nothing. I used to have a mod that would force the autonomy to sort of hurry and be more interesting. The Sims would do more things, they were more active. But I uninstalled it when I was moving up a patch, and I never got the next version, if it still exists. I think it was one of those ones by someone or other, Mama at Naughty Gnomes or something along those lines. It was a good mod. In that it just stopped the waiting around a bit. Yeah, and because I haven't turned the draw distance down, I think there's quite a bit of stuttering during this first bit. Getting him something to eat. Oh right, I didn't mention this, but he took a llama. There are lots of those llama sort of phone box transporters from Supernatural around this town, and he got the tragic clown moodlet, which has left him as a tragic clown for like ever, and so everyone he's around will be really sad. He'll be really sad, and he'll be stumbling all the time. It sort of quietly applies an effect like the clumsy moodlet, or clumsy trait, where he sort of slips up all the time. And so he's going to have something to eat, and I'm trying to work out the sort of mechanics of the festivals, because you get tickets for doing some things, but I'm not sure what. And I got a ticket for doing something really dull at one point here, which you'll see soon. I tried some of the activities, but you know, it's that old thing with The Sims where there's just hardly anyone on the lots a lot of the time, and so the game is trying to draft other people in, but even when it gets one or two, they're off doing their own thing, and you know, it has such kludges to get them to do anything, so you know, it sort of forces them to all stalk you. It's a bit of a pain. I totally forgot to leave any food for Zorro before I left today, so hungrier and hungrier, more and more aggressive, more and more hyper. I'm not going to train Zorro well. She's going to be a bad cat, I think, which could be fun. Is she going to go drink from the toilet? Because, you know, there's not many other options around here. No, she's hunting. Right, so it didn't draft any other Sims into the hot dog contest, so that was dull. And so I decided, well, I'll do something that looks more fun. Why don't I do something that looks more fun? And I think what I do, I might try and make a friend, but I don't think I do. I think I go to the roller skate rink, and I'm going to show my awesome skating moves. But first, I'm going to check out this Sim, who is grooving to terrible music. The whole time the kids' music was playing here, it was driving me crazy. So, right, yes, I'm hungry, need food. God, I'm already calling my Sim I. It's an interesting thing though, isn't it? The sort of, the way it tricks you with the sort of agencies, so you're sort of performing through these different little characters. You start to sort of put your personality into them a bit too much. I do anyway. So I have to resist making my Sims gay because I'm gay. So I'm always like, well, that's a nice boy. Maybe you should date him. Kurt is straight. I'm resisting. Kurt is straight. He's not even bi-curious. He's just he's a straight guy, straight world. Well, not a straight world, but you know, he's a straight man. Yeah. I was even eyeing up this sort of ludicrous looking guy in the corner just thinking, maybe he could find love early. But the problem with that is that adoption gives you hideous sort of EA pudding face sims, so it's completely sort of emotionally unsatisfying to sort of have a legacy family with gay sims. They have hideous, ugly children, and to prevent that, you have to go through all of these sort of, oh god, I try again. Yeah, that's it. Go to there. That's much more interesting. Or is it? I know the game can be really unresponsive, even on a much better machine. This machine has been slowly downgraded as my finances have sort of depleted, but he's been really unresponsive. Move. I'll follow you up there, come on. I will follow him wherever he may go. There's an ocean too deep. Oh, so he's got to stumble as well. Right. Probably never going to make it there. Probably never going to make it. I'm sorry, guys. It's over. Okay, so this is the most depressing thing I've ever seen in The Sims, I think. He's supposed to skate. Now back me up here. He is supposed to skate, isn't he? He even does a little jump thing, like he's getting on skates. But then what happens is he walks around. And he continues walking around. And he's got a little skill bar going up. But all he does is walk around. And eventually he gets a ticket for this. Like a ticket he can spend for doing great things at the festival. But to me this is not a great thing. Because he's just walking in circles. You don't have to agree. But I don't find this titillating. Is this a bug? Someone in the comments explain. I really haven't played Seasons very much. I was away, and I really didn't have an opportunity to play until technically January. Though even then, I didn't really have time to play. I love that dog. I had to check out the dog. I'm really not sure about the names here because there are lots of letters in them that don't actually exist in the Polynesian languages I know, which are the South Pacific ones. So there's lots of J's. Do J's appear in Hawaiian names? I don't know, but they don't appear. J isn't a letter in Maori or most of the languages that I'm familiar with. J doesn't exist as a sound or a letter. So they're like, I'm not sure. They look very sort of maybe Indian, some of them, because of the J's. Yeah, I'm not sure about the names of a lot of the inhabitants in the town. Whether they are Hawaiian, because Baka Fox is from Texas, I think. So she would be drawing most of her Polynesian influence probably from Hawaii. I think this is a Polynesian influenced world. I've talked to her about this before, and I don't know why I'm forgetting now. But yeah, it's a bit confusing. Anyway, it's fantastical. It doesn't matter if they're not true to life, and I'm just pedantic like this. I do love that lot, and I had to show it off because you didn't get a proper look at it last time. The nice blue one. Okay, are we going to end this torture? No. In fact, I've paused the game. There you go. He's not even walking in a circle now. He's standing there. Well, I'm sure I'll get it going in a minute. Who really understands what they're going to do? I can't see the future. I don't know what I could do. I could click the play button any second. Like that dog. I like the dogs. I think the Pets expansion did a good job with these pets. I wish there was a leg length slider, but sure, the animations, I can see how that might have been messy. I should probably cut this out. But I'm so far along now, maybe I won't. I think I was probably telling the story that I told Barker Fox I would have to tell her, which I'll tell now. Although I'm not sure I've got time. So, the King of Tonga. Tonga's a little kingdom in the Pacific, up above New Zealand, across from Australia, and it's filled with crappy cars, because all the cars in most little Polynesian islands are sent by their families from the US or Australia, and they're really sort of complete wrecks that shouldn't be on the road. So they're all rusty. And Barker Fox made a joke because she's got 2 of Fresh Prince's classic cars in this world. And, so it's night time, and I thought I would need to do a seg somehow, so there's that. So there are 2 Fresh Prince cars, and Barker Fox made a joke about tropical cars in the Pacific, or in tropical islands. I'm not gonna manage this story. I'll tell it another time. Next time I'm on a tropical island in The Sims. I like how he doesn't change out of the tragic clown moodlet for the shower. This is gorgeous. And I wanted him to find love before I left this world, so I could maybe take her along with me, but hasn't really worked out that way, because I'll be going to a new world in the next one. So what I'm doing is I'm going upstairs, and I saw a girl, and I was like, she has purple hair, she's perfect for him. But she's pregnant, it seems, or he finds out because he gets the option to feel her belly, which is not inappropriate. And so, yeah, it doesn't really work out in the end. And he just ends up mooching some food off her. She's going to make him vomit, and then going and sitting in a corner and feeling sad. But what does he expect, really, living his life the way he does? I think the only things he owns are a guitar, a sleeping bag, a toilet, and a sink. I don't count Zorro. You don't own your pets, do you? Yeah, he's not doing too well with the ladies. Sit down. But I do like the sort of quasi-spiteful gesture she does here. Oh, sure. You want food? I'll give you some plasma juice. Yeah. So I'll be moving on. I hope you've enjoyed seeing a little bit of Morikipo Island. Try it. It's a fun world. Go home, Kurt. You're drunk.